something that I had to figure out the hard way. Alright, I'll level my sneak up here to 4 if I can. Or 5. Let my stamina regenerate. This is a very good boar spawn point, clearly. Miraculously, they didn't hear me. Is this a boar stone? Oh, okay, so that's super lucky. That's rare. It doesn't spawn in every seed. A boar stone is a boar spawn point, actually. So that actually makes it very reliable source of early game resources. Well, failed the sneak roll there, clearly. But it doesn't matter too much because boars are not particularly challenging to kill. There we go. So with that done, I should have... I don't quite have everything I need to make my bow. But I think I missed a couple scraps of leather here as well. Perhaps not. Maybe I just need one more. Ideally, I'd get a wood shield too, but that's not the most necessary thing in the universe. I'm also going to want some neck tails. Very important because that gives me a lot more health. And as fun as running around with these mushrooms... Shit, no, I got a wet debuff, I'm an idiot. As fun as running around with these plant foods is, I would much prefer to have an additional 30 health when fighting Eikthyr than an additional however much stamina I get from these strawberries and mushrooms. Just a few more flints. I'm also going to need flint for the crafting table update, which will allow me to make allow me to make deer hide armor, leather armor. Ooh, fish. Oh, almost got him. So sometimes fish do wash up on the shore, and that is a solid piece of health food. Fish are very nice. I believe it's plus 45 health for just cooked fish. And some larger fish, you will get more fish meat for them. I do think I need a cauldron for that, though, unfortunately. To, I guess, clean them. Getting kind of far afield of my base here, but it's good to explore the continent that you spawn on. And just exploration in general is important. I believe I have enough leather scraps for my bow. I'll be heading back home eventually. Just kind of want to keep exploring a bit, see what's up. So it looks like a pretty large mountain here, which is nice. That'll be helpful up there the next, just like I said. Tails. Eventually I will get my sneak to level 5. 6. Oh, it was already at 5. So that means I can much more reliably sneak up on a deer. Which means that I'll be able to kill them with no bow. Which is important. Really. No tail? That's crazy. Normally they drop tails. I'm not sure what's up with that. Sometimes those little things have ooh, that is a 1-star deer right there. You can tell from the antlers. I don't know if they're harder to sneak up on, but I'll be damned if I don't try. The wind is blowing towards me. Or actually, technically it's blowing. I'm going to want to get on this side of them, I think. Shit. I believe he saw me. Because the water knocked me out of stealth mode. Yeah, he saw me. Fuck. Damn. So, I guess maybe I wait for him to swim back to me. Yeah, it's a 1-star deer. Eventually he will come back, but the question is, will that be before nightfall? It's honestly probably worth it to just see if I can get him to come back. There he goes. If I do it right, I'll be able to jump him right as he gets to the shore. That's clearly the ideal situation. Come on. Got no hops. White man can't jump. Nord moment. Yeah, that guy's never gonna come back. I'm gonna be chasing him all night. That's just a grayling. He's no problem. Where's Mr. Deer? There he is. Eventually, this clown will come back to shore. I'm just gonna wait for him to go on shore. I want to be with the wind here. Use my sneak. Let's see if he'll come back on land or if he'll just keep running. I don't think he sees me. Maybe he does. Come on, dumbass, come back. Yeah, he's coming back. And it's nighttime. Come on. Got him. Not an easy thing to do. But it looks like I got the 2 meats and 2 hides. So 1-star mobs are exponentially harder to kill. However, they also give twice as much loot as the normal loot table for that mob. So 1 deer might give a singular hide and a singular meat. He gave 2. So I would say that was worth it. And obviously, because deer are not combative, the only thing they have more of is health. And since deers have almost no health, that is mostly irrelevant. Now, when you start getting to things like 1-star trolls and 1-star Grey Dwarf shamans, which are Black Forest mobs, then the exponential multiplier makes a large difference. However, with deer, it doesn't really matter too much. So now I have the predicament of being outside at night, which is not so good. There will be much more difficult critters coming after me if I stay out here for too long. So some of those will be Grey Dwarves, which are the Greyling's big brother / cousin. Grey Dwarves also have the added feature of having some magic users within their ranks, so you occasionally will get Great Dwarf Shamans and Great Dwarf Brutes, which are very hard to kill with flint weapons. You're going to want metal for them, usually. I might be able to... Dang, ran out of stamina. So, the nice thing about deer is when deer run, they sometimes will turn and let you get close enough to shank them. Of course, it helps to not be both wet and cold when you're chasing them, because those are both debuffs to primarily stamina, if I'm not mistaken. Or stamina regen, rather. Dang. I'm gonna go ahead and not chase that deer, because blue-eyed shufflers in the muck. Neck are small lizards, blah blah blah. Yeah, we've seen them. We know about the neck. I believe I have enough dandelions for a midsummer crown now. I'm not sure exactly how many it is, but can't be more than 15, so just gather them up. There could be a beehive here, although I don't think there is. There is a chest. Let's grab all that. So amber is a crafting resource that is going to allow us to barter with the dwarven trader who is in the Black Forest at a randomly generated location. And he sells you all types of useful goodies, some crafting components, some things that are going to allow you to make different tools, that kind of thing. Ugh. Just heading home. Thankfully I haven't run into any of the harsher mobs that come out at nighttime. I was a little greedy chasing that 1-star deer. Probably wouldn't have done it if he wasn't of the 1-star variety, therefore double the price, double the worth. There's nothing here in this little hut. There's the home. You can tell by the fire and the lack of being shit. Go ahead, repair my gear up. Go ahead and sleep. And you can sleep with the door open, because once you sleep, the mobs stop rendering for the night, and it will not, things cannot kill you in your sleep, so that's always good to see. Nice little bit of comfort. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple of storage chests, get a workbench replacement, make my midsummer crown, so that I can actually have some head armor. And I'm going to start making some storage chests at the moment, because I'm running out of inventory space, and that's not optimal. I like to make, you know, just a stack of 4 or 5 chests to start out with, which means that I'm going to need about 40 or 50 wood. That shouldn't take me too long to gather. The trees give you about 10 each. And not to mention there are these little fallen trees everywhere. Nothing too complex. got some tree seeds, so I will be replanting a grove of trees to harvest from eventually. Because, you know, we was environmentalists and shit. How much do I have at the moment? I have 50. That is enough for several chests. I'm gonna put one by the fire. Put a couple in here. Throw some resin on the torch. Let's see, I can make this one for trophies. Make this one for hides, various varieties. I am going to need those leather scraps though. Oh, and it looks like I have enough for a piece of deer armor. Didn't realize that. I guess I'll make this one for stones and wood then. I guess amber qualifies as a stone. Dandelions are... I'll just throw those in a plant material section. This can be for spare gear. That's cool. Grab some honey out. It's always going to be helpful. I'm going to set my foodstuffs in here. Let's throw meat on the bottom and plant food up top. For the moment, anyway. Speaking of which, I can cook some of that deer meat while I wait. We're not going to need raw boar meat for anything for a while. Let's see. Leather tunic. Ah, I need 6 for a leather tunic. Okay. I guess I'll throw the deer hides back in the container then. Just cook all this crap up. This also reminds me, I'm going to go and grab my crafting materials real quick, because I believe I have enough to make a shield of some variety. Just making all my meats up. Crude bow, that just requires 10 wood. That is very important to have. As soon as all these meats are done cooking, I will generate some wood. I believe that's all of it. So, as far as food goes in the early game, I have a strong preference for deer meat and maybe necktails. 25. Oh, technically boar meat's better, so I'll do deer meat, boar meat, and honey. And let's make that bow. Bow is going to be crucial for hunting those deer down before they can spot me enough to run off, because as you saw last night, catching them with a knife is a little bit challenging. And we do have that plot of land over there that is definitely going to be used. I'm just more concerned with You know, honestly, it's not that huge of a deal where my dwelling is. I'm still close enough to the water that it's not going to be a pain in the ass to get shipments of metal back and forth to the base from the boat. I might just fill that in with grass. Thankfully, wood is very plentiful on Valheim. I haven't gone through their Industrial Revolution tree cutting phase here yet. Although I suppose that's what I'm starting at the moment. Don't worry, you can replant the trees, and they do grow back on their own, so. There's no environmental crisis in Valheim. You know, I am going to fill this in. Oh, I can't quite fill it in with grass just yet. Oh well. Eventually, don't worry. Once I get the cultivator, I will fill that in with grass and replant these trees. So, now we have the ability to create a crude bow. Very important. We don't quite have the shield. Suppose that's fine. I'm gonna make like as big of a stack of wooden arrows as I can grab, and then I'm gonna go. You can usually kill Eikthyr without full deer hide armor. It's just I'm going to usually need that deer hide armor for the Black Forest anyway, because right now my armor level is 3, and 3 is crap. 3 is not good armor. By comparison, if you look at leather, leather is 2, but so one of those armor pieces would be nearly as much as I presently have. But I have my bow, so, and it's a bright sunny day, so I should be able to get some deer. Just gotta see them before they see me. That is the goal. Oh, speaking of which, for a moment. That was kind of fortuitous. So when chasing deer, I like to get up on a hill. Kind of have to anticipate where they're gonna go next, which is no easy task. That was very close. But I think that means that that one got away. That's less than ideal. Dang. Just turn a corner. There he is. This crude bow does not go exactly where you aim it either. It doesn't have the most explosive firing mechanism, let's put it that way. And turn this volume up, this audio a bit. So you can actually hear deer if they're near to you. They'll make certain noises. Eventually I'll find one. Oh, there's one. Hey, buddy. That was not a good shot. That was a good shot. Snooze you lose, Buster. Oh, come here. Come here. Oh. I think I have a better chance of using this knife than my shitty bow. Come here, asshole. And I'm out of stamina. He has no stamina bar. That's lovely. Almost. Well, that was convenient. Thanks, bud. Come on, give me a deer trophy. Dang. Graylings. Jerk-offs. Okay. Yeah, I really need that remaining deer trophy so that I can summon Eikthyr to kill him. But father, what direction are we going? In the direction of deer. For those of you who have played the new God of War Ragnarok, I'm looking forward to when that eventually releases on Steam. Coming soon, 2026. Come on, one more deer. Listen and look. I'll be here somewhere. Oh, I see ya. But you don't see me. Right in the neck. Oh. There's your bro. That was horrible. Dang. Whatever. Looks like I do have 2 of those deer trophies, which is nice. That means I can summon the boss. I do want to get 2 more of their hides, because if I get 2 more hides, then I can make 2 pieces of deer armor as opposed to 1, which is obviously more armor than I have presently. Dang, how did he see me? Ugh. So hard to hit them when they're moving. Easy. Easy clap. Pour one out for the dead homie. 3 deer trophies. Okay, that's more than I need. I'll just, So I do have wind here, technically. He saw me at the last second. It was a little too late for him. Got this dickhead here. Goodbye. Goodbye. So the stagger works based on their max health. If you do a substantial chunk of their current health, rather, not max health, in a single swing, they get staggered. And staggered targets are immobilized, and they take, I believe, 2 times more damage from your abilities. And there is a lovely little sound effect. You can also stagger by parrying with various weapons and shields. Parrying with a weapon does dramatically reduce its durability, depending on the strength of the attack and the block force of the weapon. So, for instance, if I were to take my little flint knife here and try to parry an attack from a troll, it's very possible that the flint knife would be lost in the process, or at least lost until I get back to my crafting station. Oh shit. The gods were merciful. That is a 1-star. I should have targeted him first. Got him. So with any luck... Oh, one more here. This boar would fuck off. Oh wow, I actually hit him. That was very unexpected. And I'm going to need some more of these little leather scraps to finish my shield. And more boar meat is always helpful. In the next tier of food crafting, I will be able to, what's it called? Be able to make boar jerky with boar meat and honey combined. So I'm going to be cooking a lot less of the boar meat, because it's actually raw boar meat that you're used to make the jerky rather than the honey. So ideally I'm able to get one more deer because actually I've got 17. And I think I'll be able to make the helmet with 18. And the helmet is better than this midsummer helm, which frankly looks a little bit corny. But if it's not 18, or if I don't find another deer before I get home, that doesn't really matter too much because the midsummer crown is honestly fine. I'll clearly want the leather helmet eventually, but helmets are the least important part of any gear set. They also tend to be a little bit more costly than the remainder of the gear set for whatever reason. Anything useful up here? Gotta get a little more stamina. There we go. Gold coins again are for the purpose of bartering with the trader. Always nice. I heard a deer. There he is. Nice and easy. So that's 18 deer hides. Hopefully that'll be enough for a full set of armor, but if it's not, it's at least going to be enough for 2 pieces. Home sweet home. I believe it's 2 for the sacrifice. Bees are happy. No more honey at the moment. Helmet is indeed 6, so I have enough for a full set. 6, 6, 6, the number of the beast, and the beast is a deer, apparently. This guy. Come here, little shit dick. Goodbye. So now I look a lot better. The only thing I'm really missing is a shield. I'm gonna need really just one more boar. It would be optimized if I got that, but I might not. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Can make some fire arrows with these. Throw this stuff in here. Spare gear chest. Suppose I can put the gold in here. Some hides. So put all the food up here for safer keeping. Throw these in the spare gear chest. Got more than enough arrows to take this Joker on. I'm going to make some fire arrows as well. Repair all my stuff, and then prepare to go and summon Eikthyr. Alright. Get some rest. Rested bonus is a big fat, I believe it's a 200% buff to your stamina regen, so it's very important to have a rested bonus. I'm going to be taking a break after I kill Eikthyr so that I can do some, adulting. Some much needed adulting. I'm going to take Eikthyr out first since I was fortunate enough to spawn right next to his boss altar. Look at that, they're right next to each other, it's crazy. I'm just going to do the short trip to the standing stones from the boss. This boss is not amazingly challenging. And here he comes. So you can actually see where he's going to spawn in. Just start the fight off with a nice fire DOT. He doesn't do a terrible amount of damage. I believe lightning does more damage when you're wet. That's a him-centered AoE attack. It's not that hard to beat. He does a melee attack that does a bit more damage, but it's not the most challenging thing in the world. You usually just roll. I should probably start running away from that sooner. That's what you do with that. So it's very much like Dark Souls in that it's not particularly forgiving. I'm fairly well geared for this fight. He's not doing that much damage to me because of the leather armor. Just looks like the stone got in the way there. Take this ad out real quick. He's gonna do his little AoE. Far out of range of that. So the bow definitely does more damage when it's cocked all the way back. This crude bow is kind of mid at that. Takes a while to draw, doesn't do too much damage. Has a pretty slow arcing arrow. But it's, as you can see, it's getting the job done. Nice, easy dodge. Nothing too hard. This first boss is fairly simple. They get more challenging as you... Oh, okay. Well, the one way I could possibly lose this is getting knocked down a ravine. Getting a wet debuff. I would prefer if that didn't happen because he does lightning damage. Lightning damage deals double damage if you're wet. Nice and easy. There we go. That's Eikthyr. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. So, hard antlers are going to be used to make your first pickaxe, which is obviously used to mine metal. This Eikthyr trophy, although it looks very cool in your house, is best served over here. His antlers are branches of iron, they crack the rocks and bring down mountains. His hooves are the sound of thunder, his voice a howling gale, and he is dead. Time to... And you get your little bonus power from Eikthyr. He gives you extra run and jump for your stamina. Very nice. So that was Eikthyr. And next time, when I get back, I'm going to be doing the first foray into the Black Forest. Probably be expanding this house out a bit so that I can throw down some metal smithing gear. And yeah, that'll be that. But until then, hope you enjoyed. Hope this has influenced you to purchase the game Valheim, which is a truly gorgeous game. And I will see you then.